Hello and welcome to Sudoku. Here is a little killer Sudoku puzzle that was created by Indian author Hemant Kumar Malani for the round 6 of Sudoku Grand Prix 2021. It was a very high pointer in this event, and it was not the most difficult puzzle by a long shot. So the rule of little killer Sudoku is that every time you have this slanted arrow with a number, then the number is the sum of the digits on the mini diagonal pointed by the arrow. And the usual Sudoku rules, obviously. So there is a very smooth beginning with this one, with this 4. This 3 can only be 1 plus 2. And I just highlight the clues that I've used to their maximum potential. This diagonal is very constrained with a sum of 10 because those 3 digits must have a sum of 5. This is at least 2, and this is at least 1, so this must be at most 2, and it has to be a 1. So now those 2 digits have a sum of 4, and the only options are 2 plus 2 and 3 plus 1. And actually by Sudoku, we know that there's a 1 in one of those 2 cells. Now, do we know anything about this 16? Sort of. Because there has to be a 3 in there. Because if I don't put a 3, the smallest digits are 5, 6, and 7, and that's a sum of 18. So a 3 is mandatory, and it can't be here. So we have to put a 3 in one of those 2 positions. And the other digits will be either 6 and 7 or 5 and 8. And something interesting is that if there's a 7, then it has to be here with 3 and 6, and it doesn't seem to be impossible. Okay, let's go up. We see that those 5 digits have a sum of 35, which means that they must be digits from 5 to 9. So the remaining digits now must be 2, 3, and 4. So in the corner we get a 3, and we get a 3 down there, and 2 and 4 here. And now we know that this can't be 3, 6, and 7, so those digits must be 5 and 8. This 22 sum needs a 9, and the decompositions are 9, 8, 5, and 9, 7, 6. And the missing digits are here. Note that this can't be an 8, this can't be a 7, so there are only 2 options, 7 here with a 6, and 5 here with an 8. Where should I look next? Perhaps this 17. We already have 6, we need another 11. So what could it be? It couldn't be 3 and 8, it could be 9 here and 2 there. So that's an option, 9 and 2. So 3 plus 8, 7 and 4 is ruled out as well. And it could be 5 and 6, but 5 wouldn't be here, so it would be 5 here and 6 there. But actually, 5 here would make this a 7, this a 6, and it would break. So 5 and 6 are not an option. It has to be 9 here and 2 there. And this 2 disambiguates the 1 and the 2 and the 2 and the 4. This 17 is fulfilled. Well, this 16 is fulfilled as well. Even if there's some disambiguation to be done. Here we need 6, 9, and 7. And what else? There has to be a 1 somewhere here. There must be a 4 somewhere. 4 must be in one of those two positions. 4 here would be very constrained. But it seems to be possible. Let's have a look, perhaps, at those. Yes, let's have a look at those. We get a combined sum of 54, and I just highlight the digits that are used, the cells that are used, and we already know that those 3 add up to 22, plus 14, that's 36, so we need another 18 here. Well, that doesn't seem to be very useful, except that Sudoku gives me a 1 here. So it's 17 for those 3 cells. Let's just remove the those dots. 17. So 1 can't be here. If 1 were here, those 2 would add up to 16, and they would have to be 7, 9, or 8, 8. It's not possible. So 1 is here. And it pushes the other 1 here. So that's a 3 to fulfill this 10 clue. So 17 here. I just recall that the red dots have a sum of 17. Let's just ponder the possible digits here. It's not 4, so the remaining options are 5, 6, and 9. And we need 17. So 5, 6 here would make this a 6. 5, 9 would make this a 3, which is not allowed. So 5, 9 is not an option, so there must be a 6 here. So it must be either 5, 6 with a 6 or 6, 9 with a 2. And okay, so there has to be a 6 here. But how would a 2 work here with this 32? And could it work at all? If I make this a 2, oh yes, it would work. It could work. With a 2 here, 7, 7, we need another 16, and 7 and 9 would work. With a 6 here, so 2 seems to be a possibility. And if I make this a 6, we get 20, we need another 12, 12, and 6 would work. So this can only be 6 or 9, I think. 6 would come, let's see how this works. It could still be this. Oh, this is unreadable. Okay, so it could be 9, so 7, 6, 7, 2, I was saying, together with 7 here, 9 here, 7. Okay, that's a 1. Oh, sorry. What am I doing? So 7 here, so this would be a 6, this would be a 9. And that would be a 6, and that would work. Although it's almost impossible to read. And the other option would be 7, 1, 6 here. And this 7. So now that's 20. We need another 12, and that would be with 6 and 6. So we would get 7, 9 here. That's 16, 17. And we would need a 5 here. So that definitely seems to work. Oh, and something interesting here is that we get a 5, 6, 8 triple. So this is a 9. Right, and something else is interesting. There's no 6 here, and there's no 9 there. All right. Well, I probably lost a lot of time for nothing. Oh, okay. Where should I look now? So I think that's all I can do with those clues as well. This 43 is suspicious. I mean by that we already know 6 digits out of 9. So the partial sum is 22. We need another 21 with those 3 digits. And that leaves a lot of room, but not that much room. If this is a 5, then we must have 7 and 9. But no, I can't study all options. It would be too long. Okay, where there are 2's here. I think that 2 can't go here because I would need 3 9s and it wouldn't work. So the only place for 2 is here. And we need another 10 without using 1, 2, 3. It has to be 4 and 6. Oh, I could have seen that ages ago, and has a lot of impact. This 6 makes this an 8 with a 5. And I get this 5, this 6, this 9, this 9 as well. And this is this scenario. And actually you see 10, 16, so this has to be a 6. This is a 7. And now we choose this 2. And those clues are fulfilled. 5 here, we get a 4 on the top and a 5 at the bottom, and we get this 8 as well. And to complete this column, this now has to be a 6, and we get this 7. Here 7 and 8, 7 here would need a 6 here, so that's an 8, that's a 7, and actually you see that this 8 was enough to disambiguate. We get this 5, 9 and 4 on this row. There's a 7 here, And to complete to 29, that's 23, so that's a 6. 8, 8, that's an 8. Get a 5, 6 pair. Here we need 3 and 9. And those clues are fulfilled. Let's have a look at this big diagonal. That's 29. We need another 14 without using a 6, so it has to be 5 and 9. There's a 9 here. So this is 5, this is 9. Here we need 4, 7, and 8. 4. Oh, that's not finished. 4, 8 here. 4, 7. This 9 goes there. 2 here. 7 or 8. Here we need 6 and 4. And we don't know yet. 1 here and 5 there. This column needs 4 and 6, so this is a 4. And we get a few answers. Oh, this 43 is fulfilled now. Here or there, perhaps, we need another 7, it's not here. With the 6, we get this 6 as well. This 5 goes there. 3 here, 2 there. 5 and 6 here. And 3 and 9 there. And we can use either of those clues, but, well, I guess they're both there because of symmetry, perhaps. Because obviously only one of them is needed. Let's just see that they are consistent. 10, 27, 41, so this has to be a 9, which gives the answer. And let's check that this 37 is fulfilled. 14, 23, that's 37. Oh, all right. And this concludes the solve of this little killer Sudoku puzzle, which had its, well, at some points, I was never completely stumped, but I had some hesitation as to where to look. But if I had seen this stuff with the 2 earlier, then I wouldn't have lost all this time just pondering all the options. Of course, this time spent pondering the options was useful to, well, just untie the knot. Thanks for watching this video, and see you soon on Sudoku.